Good. Learn how to get control of your out-of-control workday and life. Here with advice is the author of Master Your Workday Now. Proven strategies to control chaos and create outcomes and connect your work to who you really are. Welcome, Michael Linenberger.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. You know, this is really dear to my heart right now because I'm really trying to get control of my workday. I've got so much going on, and I see the number one thing is email. I've got to get this under control.
Yeah. It is out of control. You know, 80% of people, there's been a Harris poll that says 80% of people don't like their work. And it's because they have so much to do. Yeah, it's amazing. So much to do. They feel overwhelmed by all they have to do. And I think email is the number one problem. It really does complicate your work, and it causes you to feel like you've got way too much to do.
How do you get control of your workday? I mean, I just gave you the worst thing, the email, which is just like a wave that washes over me all
Yeah,
day.
well, you know, I have 5 tips for getting control of your workday, and they have to do with managing urgency. Managing urgency. We have so much coming at us that if you let urgency take over, you lose track of what your priorities are.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
okay, so is that number one?
Yeah, so tip number one. Well, actually, tip number one is this. Don't let your work get so spun up that you think everything is urgent. So if you do that, what happens is you try to work everything that's in front of you just because it's in front of you. You try to work very fast, but in fact, you're wasting a lot of time. You're probably getting farther behind in your work than getting ahead. So chill out, calm down. What you need to do is to focus on your most important items first, work those, and then the rest will fall into place.
I just was reading somewhere that about a third of your day is setting up what you're going to do. So you better only set up once or twice in a day.
Yeah, you know, and it doesn't have to be that bad. You can do this organization in a very short amount of time. It is easy to do.
Tip number two.
Tip number two. So learn how to use a to-do list effectively. Most of us fail at our to-do list, and that's because we've got too many things on the list. Here's an interesting fact. I can ask anybody, what are the 3 most important things they're supposed to do, and they won't know what they are. So my first tip is this, is to write at the top of your to-do list the 3 very most important things, maybe 5, and then focus on those throughout the day, and then ask yourself what I call the going home test. Would I work late on these items? Are these really the most important items? And if you wouldn't work late on them, they're probably not your most important items. Find something else that is more important and work on that.
That's a great way. It's like, what's really worth my time?
That's
so
right.
if it's worth your non-work time to do this work.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's right.
I mean, my problem is I've got my little yellow tablet there, and it's filled. The whole thing is a to-do list. Clearly, that's close to worthless.
It gets out of control. So here's my other tip. Segment your work into what I call urgency zones. Urgency zones. Now, this will avoid something else that I call, this is very interesting, UFOs. It will avoid UFOs. And those are unnecessary freakouts. Those are things that happen when you realize at the end of the day, oh my God, I forgot to make that important phone call, or whatever it is.
We call those producers here.
So here's the first urgency zone is called your critical now. And those are the things that I mentioned earlier, the 3 to 5 things that you absolutely must do today. Your next urgency zone, I call your opportunity now. Those are things that you would work if you had time. You might not get to them today, maybe a little bit later in the week, but no later than the end of the week. And then the third urgency zone is what I call over the horizon. And over the horizon are things that can wait a week or more. If you segment your work into these 3 zones, you really can get control of your day.
You'll never get to that final group then, will you? If it's okay in a week from now, it's like, eh.
Well, I say check that list once a week, maybe on Monday. You might find 1 or 2 things that have raised in urgency that you do want to work on, and then put them on your main list.
How do you decide what's an emergency? Because everyone walking up to your desk has an emergency, right?
Yeah, well, work on your own emergencies first. That's my advice. Don't take other people's emergencies.
There you go. Email. You say don't use your email box as your to-do list. Boy, I'm guilty of this.
Yeah, everybody does that. And if you try to live and work out of your inbox, you'll fail miserably. You'll go crazy. So what I say is when an email comes in that has an action for you to do, and you can't do it right away, immediately put it in your to-do list, and then work your day off your prioritized to-do list. Don't let your inbox rule your day. You'll fail if you do that.
Yeah, I found the more I check email, the more I'm doing what someone else wants me to do than what I really, truly have got to get done that day.
Yeah. And that's the thing. All these action requests come in by email. Put them on your to-do list. Work off your prioritized to-do list. That's how you get control of your email.
Master your workday now. Proven strategies to control chaos, create outcomes, and connect your work to who you really are. Michael, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Thanks a lot.
That's okay. Great advice.